Oh, anyway, I want to say the coffee, incense, marijuana quality of my hanging head on my couch over here. I gotta get up off the couch. And I made a turkey burger for breakfast, and it was nice and dry and turkey burger defrosted. It was donated to me from the mission months ago before the holidays. Let me move the phone. Anyway, I don't have this simulcast on my television. I didn't get in the shower, but brushed my hair, and I feel very comfortable and normal. You know, I smell the incense. It's got this perfume quality, like rose quality. And what I want to say is off camera is not what I want to show is myself. I want to show the camera is going to get up and move around and do something else. I want to drum as long as I'm allowed to do it. It's 9:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a mountain scene on my Chromecast Google featured photos screensaver by Sarab Paranjapa. And now there's Anton Gelich, and there's a nicer, there's another scene, they're showing me. Goes with my windowsill, I'll believe, and contribute to the Google experience from the YouTube channel. 9:49 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anton Gelich, Google featured photo. Chromecast screensaver, Austin Santanella's IP address says hello to you. There's my pearl drums and the superb smelling apartment with the dancing feet and everything nice and calm. I'm going to try not to hurt my thumbs doing this. Yes, I still have the Austin sign. We visit each other often lately. Now, I wanted to say, good morning. Let me smoke this bowl and drink this wonderful smell. This is off the stovetop percolator espresso ground coffee that's from Walmart, regular medium coffee, cane coffee, but in my espresso percolator on the stove. It's basically, it's for two people, 2 cups. It's oversized for me to drink the double portion in one drink. But I got a lot of creamer in it too to make myself very warm and fuzzy for my extra coffee after eating a turkey burger. Let me get off the couch before I hurt my neck leaning on it like I'm doing on my elbow trying to be cool. I'm not being cool, I'm being in pain, sticking my neck the wrong way with a rod and 4 screws on it. Right under my ears, it's on the camera. There's a Wojtek Reguliski. Like Wojciechowicz, like Wojtek Reguliski. Hey, Reguliski. 9:50 a.m. I think he might be Polish. Google featured photos. More trees in the woods, out in the mountains by themselves. I see you. I was there. I climbed those things too when I can. When I was dreaming I was young, and the German people and the Utica people knew me as... Why is he drinking and sliding down the ski hill again with no slide or sled under him? Again? I did that all the way, even out of my army years in Utica on my childhood ski hill in the middle of the town park, the Parkside Court there. And the skis there. And I went down there with my leather jacket on after my Uncle Butch died that he gave me. His motorcycle jacket on my ass in jeans and a t-shirt and a leather shirt, in the winter, face first, on my ass, drunk, stoned, and belligerently otherwise, bragging about the holidays. I cried my eyes out. I was back after I got out of the army, and my uncle just died right in 92, right after I got out from AIDS. And he gave me his jacket, and I was Fonzie for years, I really was. In my mind, I had the jacket and the jeans and the t-shirt and the fortitude to sleep outside in the woods in the wonderful years of the German people, teaching me how to be an American soldier people, and the NATO people, and European people. I like people as long as I know how to drink and good survive in a drum set stupor, even if I'm not in the moment, in that flash in the pan moment of sensationalism, heart rate, and otherwise memory retentive coordinations. All right, anyways, anytime you sit on your butt, you can kind of feel the same way I do all the time. And then you can move your arms and become a drummer. All right, there's Bartsos Oler. Google feature photo 953. Jump off the cliff, Austin. There's the water. You did it. You want to be the big mouth? Go ahead. Jump in the water. We'll take you home. We'll take you on Google Virtual Life. And Meta loves you. And Facebook will not let you log on. And we like you more or less than more. The lesson is more or less. More or less is less is more. More or less. Let me just keep that right there. This is my silly, goofy camera with my two happy feet bass drums. Wow, he has funny feet, Mommy and Daddy. Yes, they're like hands. Daughter or son. Yes, they are. Aren't they? From the babyhood, when you go back to your crib life and think that you were eating your toes or trying to make yourself feel like... Remember running Mr. Bubble in the bathtub when you were in the 1970s? Buy Mr. Bubble before it went to $5 a box back in the days when I used to dream my prices still existed and the rest of the world didn't want to know me anymore. Therefore, I couldn't go to the store and buy and afford anything anywhere I could find it. How come the Planet of the Apes costume is not for sale with the mask and the little suit for Halloween every year like it used to always be alive in my dream? It's Brandon Falls, Google featured photos, 954. I am not kidding. There are two colored fields of flowers, tulips or otherwise, yellow and red. That is it. The end. I watched it. That's the goal. Now I can die and go to heaven. And you can too, if you go around. Listen to my bass drums take you there. Now what I did was I lowered my cowbells. My go-go bells are fixed without even tightening them on the loose thing because they're actually fixed where they belong. It was like a ghost took my hand, lowered the thing, did not hurt my thumb, put the gloves on, shut up and drum. Next subject. You should have signed me, Sony Management Group. You should have signed me, Paul Harvey. Good day. You should have said the Grateful Dead. You should have said the Grateful Dead. But instead... All right. I think I'm pretty handsome for not being in a movie, making a movie about my movie making itself known as the movie I was in the entire time. Whether I knew it or not, it was the only movie I could be in at the time, and so could you. If only you knew how to try to put the camera on and put the damn button on and pronounce my name with the vowels in it. Seto Lala. Not my real name. My stepfather gave me that name, but I accept the legal matter. In proportion to my biological heretical nature of Dad Jones in Bedford, walking tall or not at all. Go, Brandon. Okay, we're going on the Big Lebowski. I want a long shot, but the camera won't sound good. It'll be good enough. Right here, it'll be a close-up on TV. If my big head doesn't get cut off in it, I'll let it go, but I'm not watching me play, so I won't know until I come back and look. I'm giving it an impression that this bowl in front of the screen here is scale. Scale my ass! I need you to go out and give me some scale, Hooper. Brody. Jeff, you know the best scene that I've been watching for Jaws, I want to make this clear. It's the scene where Chief Brody, I got it timed on my timer to play it. Chief Brody comes down the ladder and they encounter the Yellow Barrel episode for the first time. Watch that sequence of Jaws, dream your dream, have some good coffee creamer in it, or not. Enjoy your time like Austin pretends that he knew you, and try to remember this could be happening in the same room with everybody, and we could give it to our kids who could give it to their kids. If only you could let them remember me long enough to be taught that I was here. I would like to be an educator for the oration of public broadcast systems, United Management Group, otherwise. Your kids are going to want to know this stuff when I get there. Especially if the adults can smoke medical marijuana or otherwise with me, sit down and have conversational tone for normal rate of behaviors, for quality and fair treatment of known people as the human being you're associating under and by and for and with and for or against and otherwise known as. Okay, shut up. Where the hell did you put your matches? You got it. Somebody to love, find me. Somebody to love. All right, I'm gonna be standing on my walker for a minute and taking coke up. All right. Things are happening. They shouldn't be happening. Anyway, my hands are sweating. I'm getting burnt by ashes that are falling through the pipe that shouldn't be going through the pipe. I just look brand new bud in here. It must have ashes underneath the green, which are cutting through into my hand, burning me and making me sweat more.
For that Eagles start of the day, before you 2 tickets to see the Eagles on the Hotel California tour event is March 25th, 5-Star Veterans Memorial Arena. Tickets just went on sale. We got one more chance to win tickets from us.
I don't know. I do this for not, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put the camera on and I'll do my job or whatever, but I just want to make the very poignant effect that I don't own anything much other than what you're seeing in the room, and it's not something that I'm going to be able to preserve or entertain like a solo act like this, anymore. I mean, I don't do it. But the statement is, if I can get away with helping while I'm here, I'm showing you what I'm capable of, and don't be afraid of the water. It's not going to be that polluted and violent or venomous. My presentations are acceptable to my senses that I can be able to withstand the punishment of a judge for the recognition of the moment of what I present. So I'm not worried about it. I don't think I'm breaking anybody's heart too much. Other than the reality, we're wasting our time. But that's what it is. That's entertainment. I wish I didn't burn my hands all of a sudden. Smoking a bowl wasn't supposed to burn. It went right through my pipe into my hands. Now, I wish I could simulcast this. That really affects me that I can't monitor the situation and I'm moving around irregularly to make my situation at all. But here's what I got. I think it might help to know that I didn't try this out yet with my new furniture moving around shit. So, I could get camera angles, but I can't. See that? What did I just do? I freaking lost the stream because the damn phone's moving around on floppy ass stand and everything else hit the button while my hands burn. I burnt my finger just trying to make an ass of myself on the walker over at the Gazelle. So, anyways, what we want to do is we want to put the camera down. I don't want to put it up high. You see, I moved my fridge from yesterday. My fridge is over here. I like it better with the open space over here. That lowers my stand. Got my TV over here by the sink now. I don't have a stand height where I want it. But I'll make it up because I can't see the TV. Remember, the TV's got nothing on it. I can't view nothing. Oh, there goes the. Don't swear. Stream was disconnected. I'm reading the Google Help Access wipe out on the screen while it's going in my hand upside down, flipped out of the camera screen thing. I don't. If it didn't hurt in my hands, I wouldn't care. I'd be dumb and young and just laughing all the time like I always try. But it hurts. It hurts to laugh because your friggin' body hurts when you're gripping shit and falling down doing it and people are not helping. And gravity and age takes its damn toll. They really will. All right, so here's a nice little camera shot. I can just tilt that without knocking the camera off the damn stand. The fucking thing don't want to work with me. That hurt. That just hurt my left hand trying to angle that without knocking it over. I know that's going to look good. I can't watch myself play. I'm not that megalomania, but I'm not wearing pants. I'm wearing my underwear. Enjoy your show. Now I'm going to smoke some pot, drink the coffee, and you're going to, one more minute. If I spill the coffee in front of everybody, too, that could happen just as easy with my wet hands, no grip. All right. Hey, I better lower the radio. They're playing Tom Petty Free Fallin', 96.9 FM, Jacksonville, Florida, the Eagle. The time is 10:04 a.m. Digital Eastern Standard Time. And that's my name. All right, I'll be right there. I'm drinking this beautiful cup of coffee while it's nice and hot enough to be hotter than warm. I wish I knew where to stand. I'd be in the camera right now having a good time laughing, but I'm not. All right. I'll turn on my little lamp in the window over here and make it really trippy if I could get a lens effect. All right, let's see what happens. I caught myself trying to record last night at the end of the day with a shitty camera that was connected to my TV so I could simulcast while I was broadcasting on YouTube. At the end of the day, I decided to stop having a tantrum. And it turned out to be a nice angle with a terrible broadcast for streaming purposes. Audio and video quality was terrible, but it was choppy surreal, like an old grainy film from the bad quality data internet stream. But I think, I'm playing this off more like a stall for time thing because I hear people in the hallway from next door going in and out, and that's good for me because that means I can move around. It's 10 o'clock. If I get disturbed, they're going to be recorded banging on my walls or door trying to stop my ability to perform or record this quiet video. It's a quiet room right now, but you can hear them coming in and out of their doors, echoing through the hallway, just like I'm in here at the furthest end, through my apartment door and everything. There's no privacy. I want a good shot of my bass drums. Nobody knows that, but I want a good shot of my bass drums with me in it. It's too low. If I go too low, I can't see nothing. Oh, I hate moving around. My thumb's not working. All right, that's cool. That'll be good enough. It's on top of the Nito, on top of the microwave, by the cupboards, the end. This Geraldo. That's all. Crooked or not, there it is. It's sort of a proportion in my blurry eyes with the white coming from both sides of the windows. All right, I made a nice big schmuck of myself with a nice full belly of coffee. I hope the world allows me to live here one more day. Off. I probably should put on another outfit, but It's not the end of the world that I'm walking around in my shorts and my shirt, standing there clean, very clean. If I could do it, I'm gonna turn another device on. Oh man, I almost had a simulcast. Nah, it won't connect. My TV doesn't want to connect to anything, no matter how many times I shut it off and restart it. Alright, I've seen that happen before. Alright, I could put another stream on or whatever, on another bigger device and be vain and watch myself. I improve when I watch myself play because I kind of watch myself in, as an education to develop, but it's alright. I never have the internet working up here, so I shouldn't expect it to. Alright, anyway, I spent a long time in my little clubhouse over here, like a bird chirping. What I want to do is nothing particular. Please forgive me for being here. I readjusted things to a lower state. They're locked in, whether I tightened it hard or not. I realized I was hurting myself reaching and things a little bit this morning. And casually just stretched my arms out like this and said, what do I do now? And I'm like, oh, okay. And it looks nice. This went up higher. Instead of here, it's up here. This is up a little higher. It used to be here, now it's here. This is here instead of here, whatever the hell I did. This is down here instead of up here. This moved out a little bit. It's just settled perfectly comfortable and locked quietly and softly into a nice, safe, feeling and no noise. Okay. I'm gonna have to be very volume wise. The tone of my voice is very tonal, very quiet. I'm not trying hard to exert. Doesn't matter if I put the basses in because it's still the same kind of booming in the chest that I feel good booming in my chest at the moment. When I want to play hard, all I gotta do is really play. This is all holding back and breathing while you're there. So the system still works at a pulse rate that pumps the same volume of blood in a gravity seated position, holding sticks that may or may not be a good thing to do with your thumb and your joints and things, especially nerve damage. But I got a good ear for this. This is all in a place where I want to hear it. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna do it, I gotta know it's gonna be right here, why it's here, it's gonna be a carpet or it's gonna be a crash. It's gonna be a really, and to me, remember, this is a nice cymbal setup because I'm used to playing the electric drums exclusively outside of not playing at all for years now. And I kind of feel good that I'm touching metal, no matter what they are. But this totally has tonal quality to be musical, but I want to be in my own instrument. This is a particular setup of a particular drum quality, sound, instrument, materials, manufactured materials, limited edition pearl, metal, and different quality woods and particle board, press board, and all kinds of metal rims and weird shit. Not that it's bad, but it's particular. So are these cymbals to the kit under the circumstances in which they were bought. They would have been a zillion at the minimum. But I decided on the moment, on the spot, in the moment, in the record store, or in the groovy moment that I was in the car, to buy cymbals no matter what, and I had to buy them, and I didn't, because I had the old cymbals here, and I should have just kept them on my drum set where they were the entire time, and bought a set of hi-hats and left them there, the holes in them, K-Zildjian. But I didn't. So I ended up going in and buying a $300 set of cymbals that gave me a free crash. Gave me the China Boy here, which is an upgrade from these 3 series, just to give me an introduction to the Mino company, which I knew was a student set. I was taking a chance. I would probably return them in 30 days, 10 days, 2 days. But I kept them. And they sound good for the money. And I still got my K-Zildjian antique authentic pieces and my material life to remember what everything feels and sounds like comparing these. So if these are on here, they sound like music. They're going to be all right. They go to the cowbell sound and they make a sensible thing to the drum heads that are being used in this particular situation. Under the loud apartment, I can't make any noise and touch them without them even having a reflective, my voice seems to be loud maybe, but it's not. It's just heard outside just as loud as it is in here though. That's the problem. See, it's the same. I can't do anything different, but just be like, I hope I could have a conversation in a room alone with nobody in it and not get hurt by anybody that doesn't want to hear me talk while I decided to breathe a little bit with move functionally. Well, that might be in trouble if you're around people that they go to the end of a hallway to beat on my lifestyle. I'm at the end of an apartment hallway all by myself, supposed to be. I'm not. They pound right through my door, my walls like they're nothing. And I'm not even doing nothing. The funny part is that the people who do it play their music louder than I could even dream of shaking their walls in here. And I'd shake my walls in my bedroom and my bathroom. But anyways, I know the camera picks this up too loud. I can't even play the hi-hats without them distorting it. That's not supposed to be they're not that loud. They're not that loud. But on the camera, they sound shitty. But they sound nice in here. They're just a little thin and tinny in here. That's the left foot and heel. Toe and heel playing. It's 2 different instruments at the same time. To make any noise, and I'm being loud on that heel because I'm not controlling it, and I'm barely touching the bass drum because all I got to do is lay into it with the ball of my foot instead of just my toes tapping on the thing, and it'll come flat instead of just sensitive to the length of my toe knuckles, right? I could play it to the control volume of my length of my toe I'm choosing, or I could flatten my toes out of the way and just put my ball down on my feet, which gives you a kind of like a walrus kind of, like a palm here. Instead of doing this, you do this and start lifting your leg. So you got your foot going again. More or less, you let it go forward into the pedal a little bit instead of play it on the tip and where you're sitting on the pedal board on my left foot, toe above the padding. When you get to the knuckles. But anyway, that's my statement, is I got a lot of camera footage I want to start detailing and describing only to the effect that that's all I got left to do here. There's nothing I could really do but record 4-track quality, level issues that I want to play to go, track along. I don't want to do that, so it's too much nonsense to get involved when I don't think I should be living here much at all in this apartment, though I'm stuck here. I don't think I'm supposed to be occupying this occupied tendency is supposed to be I'd like to go to different quarters. So I'm just gonna say, in respect, I'll keep the videos off today, I think, because it was fun and dandy to be here. But it's really ridiculous, and other people have other needs to do things. This was for a little bit of corporate attention and endorsement sponsorship under the state of Florida Governor Mr. DeSantis, and the cooperative efforts of the Pearl Drum Company, Meinl Drum Percussion Cymbal Company, and the little things that I could share here and there for Google and otherwise. The time was 8 a.m., 10:18. Baron Resnick, Google featured photos. Austin Centinel signing off for now. Come back at some point for fun or not with some ideas if I can do it. Enjoy your coffee. Remember, this is good coffee in my apartment. Nothing wrong with coffee. You don't got to overkill it. Just use it like a meal plan,